Hey y'all, welcome to the Clock Tower. I'm Colton, here with Brandon. Busy day in the Weiss Schwarz Invitationals today, so let's get right to it. I was really excited about this matchup. Two of my favorite players, two of my favorite decks. Ryan playing KonoSuba, taking on Davide with Cardcaptor Sakura. This one went to 3 games, Brandon.
It did. Game one, Davide ended up winning this one, and really interesting to watch. This one, especially because KonoSuba was just eating damage today. Davide was actually able to stall off the Union combo. It's really hard to get a reverse when you don't have one reverse targets or two cards that reverse. So stalled out with resources early, got pushed up early. Both players got pushed up to 2 relatively quickly. However, Cardcaptor is able to do a lot with very little, whereas KonoSuba needs some resources, which is why it has a big resource engine. Davide is able to outlast and push KonoSuba up to 4, taking the win on that one. Game 2, Ryan still having issue being able to get the Union combo going. However, still able to push Davide in damage, and then using the Aqua early plays to heal down to continue to just press the advantage that he's been able to build up, and is able to take the win that way, tying the series up. Game 3, Ryan gets able to get one Union combo, but then Davide is able to turn around and tri-field the Sakura 1-1 PR card that doesn't reverse against cost zeros, and Ryan has a difficult time responding to that one, only able to get an Aqua on field, able to reverse 1 of the 3. So Davide is able to maintain board, and between both of them, the compression was really good. Davide is able to play down his stock to kind of avoid the stock swap. Compression's still really good, so it makes the Fumio not as worthwhile going towards. Ryan ends up taking the route to be able to burn 5. Davide is able to cancel enough of the damage to survive for the second round of his 2-turn kill. That first turn, he was able to push Ryan up to 3-4 and then get the last of the damage with the Musashis before the Musashi burn.
One of the most interesting things about this matchup to me is that these two decks both deny the other a significant part of their advantage, right? Cardcaptor with the 1-1 promos can effectively deny the Bunny Girl combo and deny KonoSuba its stock engine. And the level 3 reflects, obviously they soul neg, they also prevent auto burns, so things like the burn 5 can get shut down. On the flip side, the Mega Bean Clock Kick still applies, so KonoSuba can still effectively get its burn combo off. So these two decks have to dance around each other a little bit, and watching two of the best players in the world playing these two decks that are so uniquely matched up with each other made for a really interesting series, and I'm glad this one took place in the main bracket because it means that we're going to get to see Ryan again. Game 2 was Sven playing Sword Art Online, taking on Christian and ReZero. Not as competitive of a series, this one. Christian takes this one 2-0. Tough matchup for Sven, mostly because he had a really hard time dealing with Christian's early plays. Sven had a hard time getting his Yukis in Game 1, and then when Christian actually got his early plays down, Sven didn't really have any good way to respond to it. And then Christian played his rest counter on defense, didn't let Sven get off another attack. Really controlled the board and controlled the game in Game 1. Game 2, kind of a similar story. Christian got his Amelia combo off, got his early plays down again. Sven really struggled to claim board just because he couldn't get over those early plays. Had 2 turns where he could have gotten some of his endgame down, only got one of the last shot Xenons into play. Just struggled with resources, struggled getting things into the field that would actually claim board for him. And Christian took Game 2 as well. So just a tough matchup for this list, I think. So looking once more at the bracket, we only have 8 players left. 3 in the main bracket, 5 in the elimination bracket, 8 different decks, and if you had told me at the start of this tournament that there would not be an Attack on Titan in the final 8 decks, I would not have believed you, Brandon.
It is quite impressive, especially coming out of week 1. You never would have guessed that. But we are looking forward to seeing those 8 different decks face off and continue their way down the stretch.
Yeah, I think this is a sign of a healthy meta, honestly. I think the fact that we have as many different decks as we do at this stage of the tournament means that the meta's generally in a pretty good place. But yeah, Davide has moved into the main bracket final before the grand final. So Davide's magic number is 2. If he wins 2 games, he wins the whole thing. It's his bracket to lose at this point. Patrick and Matt are playing in the main bracket semifinals, Love Life Sunshine versus Fate. Winner of that game will play Davide. In the elimination bracket, Unfortunately, Cohn was unable to get his game with Daniel scheduled before the deadline, so Daniel will move on in the elimination bracket. Roderick and Christian will play each other. The winner of that game will take on Wibbs, and then Daniel and Riaz the only other matchup in that bracket. On the schedule, that main bracket semifinal between Patrick and Matt will take place at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time over on Strictly Broken later today. Tomorrow, Sunday at noon Eastern, Christian and Broderick over on ENTCG. Daniel Hadsu taking on Riaz at 7 a.m. on ENTCG. So pretty sure those are going to be the only games over the next few days. Technically, the next round begins on Monday evening. So that is the schedule as we have it. Obviously, if there are any updates or changes, we will post those in the description. But in the meantime, we're into the home stretch now. Only 8 players left. Still a lot of compelling matchups. A lot of really good players still left. So we will keep you updated as best we can. Come back tomorrow for that. Until then, thank you very much for joining us. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And until tomorrow, have a good one.
We'll see you then.